Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Boris Johnson is in Dubai. He's on a speaking engagement and short holiday. And he was questioned by the press about reform, about the Tories, and about Boris Johnson's return to frontline politics. With regards to reform, he says it definitely represents a challenge. It's a challenge that must be faced and beaten. He says the Tories should not go into any formal coalition with reform. He says, but perhaps some uneasy alliance, as he called it, an alliance of convenience rather than anything formal. As for the Tories, he said they must fight. They must continue to push, never relent, never forget their values. That's a bit rich. On Boris Johnson himself, what did Boris Johnson say? Well, he was asked specifically about his return to frontline politics, and he refused pointedly to rule it out. It almost seems as though he's missing the cut and thrust of politics. He likes the fame and the glory, and I wouldn't put it past him to come back and try to lead the Tory party once more. Now, I've got to be honest and say I like Boris Johnson. He's the sort of person, if you were down the pub, you could sit of an afternoon, him and Nigel Farage together, chatting away, solving the problems of the world, you know. Nigel will be having a pint, Boris will be having a gin and tonic and talking about whiff-waff and all that, right? And a tartiflette. But he's a charming, erudite, very intelligent man. Don't let that air of idiocy fool you. But his time has definitely come and gone. He is very much, politically speaking, yesterday's man. He had his moment in the sun. That moment has now gone. The people of this country gave him a job to do. They gave him the votes. He failed to do it. He got a little bit of it done, but he didn't go far enough and fast enough. And a half a job is not really a job at all, is it? You don't stop halfway when you're enjoying the pleasures of the flesh and think, yes, that's enough for now. No, you go on until the job is finished. Alas for Boris, that was not the case. Sure, he was done up like a kipper. And maybe, had he gone on a bit more, other things could have happened. But it was not to be, and now it never can. So yes, Boris, do help. Do help from the sidelines, from the background. Still be the advisor. Still be putting in a little bit of, moral aid, as it were. Pep up the troops and all. But as from leading from the front, I'm afraid your days of being Colonel-in-Chief of the Tory party are well behind you, and I don't think Britain would want you back regardless. Not that Kemi's any good, you understand, but the world has changed. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.